You're listening to the Precision Shooting Podcast, discussing all aspects of precision and long-range rifle shooting. This episode is brought to you by Impact Dynamics. And now, over to your host.
Well, hello and welcome to the Precision Shooting Podcast. My name is Rusty. This is episode number 167. Josh?
Correct.
Yes, Josh is here.
I am here. Hi, guys.
Josh got an intro before Andy.
Sucker.
I was just thinking.
And muted.
In fact, you guys swap over.
You're doing well at your job.
Just swap over.
Hello.
Hello, Andy.
Hello.
How are you?
One of these episodes, we'll figure out what it is before we go. It's number...
Oh, we used to be great up until episode about 6.
Yeah.
It's been downhill since then.
Fair enough.
Right, I'm sure. Hello. It's been 2 weeks since we've been here.
Yes,
I'm
sounds
starting
about
to lose
right.
track because we've changed schedules around and readjusted things. But since we've been here last, you've shot a match.
Yes.
I've written a match.
Yes.
Josh shot a match.
Yes.
I RO'd
I don't believe it.
near a match. And Josh and I have been busy with Black Friday sales.
Yeah. Hectic.
So it's been full on. Lots
That's
going
good.
on.
That's
so
good.
we
That was a pretty good breakdown of that all, really.
there you go. Wrap it up. Let's go.
Have we decided what we're talking about yet?
We have. I think we've just summed it up.
That's
I think
it.
we're going to expand upon those things.
Cool.
But I actually have an unrelated question for you, Andy.
Unloaded. All right.
No, unrelated.
Oh.
Unloaded.
I thought you said unloaded.
Okay. I've got an unloaded question for you. Do you like shoes?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now my loaded question. Are you any good at lawn bowls?
I have tinkered with the old bowl. Once or twice.
Josh has just put a note in for that to become a TikTok.
Yes, definitely.
And the title. Tinkered with the old bowl.
Is that what you're angling for? Do you come into the show and be like, I want to claim the title tonight? I haven't realised there's this competition
You
going
haven't
on.
noticed that a lot of the shit I say becomes a title.
It's because I'm super sensible all the time.
Yeah,
That's
okay.
why. All right. What was that? All right. Back to my loaded question. Right. You like shoes and lawn bowls you've had some tinkering experience with. Because
Yes.
I ask, and you know why I'm asking, because in a week and a half, we're going lawn bowls.
Watch out.
Lawn bowling? Is that? No, lawn bowling?
But I don't even know the analogy for that one.
Oh.
Anyway, we're
don't know
going to
either.
throw balls around a field for a little while.
That's better.
And we've got our work Christmas show on, and Andy somehow got himself invited.
Okay.
And we're going to go play lawn bowls.
Yeah,
So
that should be sweet.
I think it should be good fun.
It
I
will be.
really hope that, like, I'm taking everything I know about lawn bowls from the movie Crackerjack.
Ah, yes.
And so I assume that the beers are at traditional 1973 prices. So I am expecting that
Yep.
we're going to have a good night.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm just curious. Are there rules like? Because I've ages ago had a little play, but this day and age, do we have to wear proper shoes? Are we meant to be in whites or nice clothes? Like, what's the go?
I hadn't thought this far ahead.
What
Is
happens
there a
if
uniform?
Is it like playing pool?
What happens if you cut an extra slice off the cheese wheel without asking?
What happens if you spill your beer? Are you allowed beer on the green? Is it called a green?
Of course you're allowed beer on the green.
Okay.
I'm sure. Well, I assume you are.
I've never had anything in my life to do with bowls.
Okay.
Well, it's like, it's an unwritten rule that, like, with the pool table, you don't put drinks on the pool table.
Yeah, because you
that's
could
just the same.
stain the pool table and
You're
what are you going to do to the
lawn.
grass?
You're going to stain the lawn.
I'm going to stain the grass.
All right.
You're going to have a soft spot.
Well, no bleeding on the grass either.
No,
all right?
no grazes.
Oh, there's no guarantees there.
Let's not put too many rules on this.
Yeah.
Very good. All right, so we're going to lawn bowls.
Yeah.
But we won't get a chance to talk about it afterwards. So I thought we'd just hypothetically talk about it previously. Who's going to win out of you and me? You and me. You and
Out of your knee?
your knees. Which one? Left or right knees? Which one's strongest? Because you use your knee in lawn bowl, don't you?
I don't know. My back's probably going to give up, though.
Yeah. Okay. Okay. I think there'll be people there in their 70s who'll be outfit us.
Yeah, I don't know. Is this lawn bowls preparation for getting down on a knee? I don't know.
Are you intending to propose that night, are you?
No.
Is this your plan? Is this where we go for an awkward... We've both pulled our glasses up and we're about to go for an awkward drink at the same time on the podcast, which is a really good way to run. Cheers.
Cheers.
If we're going to do it, we'll make a thing about it.
Yeah.
Enjoy that nice audio ASMR there.
Right.
All right.
Okay. Lawn bowls. Anyway, I'm excited about lawn bowls. Should be
Yep.
good. We're going out for dinner after that.
Yep.
I believe we're planning on ending up at karaoke, but I'm not sure you were aware of that until then. And I do
Right.
believe that there is a band. Josh, I better tell you this. I believe we're banning any filming or recording after the main course at dinner.
I've got small cameras. You never know.
We'll find out.
Yeah, that's it.
Yeah. And also, probably that's in a week and a half, and
Yep.
so in about 2 weeks, Josh will be looking for a new job.
Yep, that's it.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
if anyone knows anyone,
It's been a good year.
it's been fun.
Fair enough.
Rad. All right. Cool. But on
So
to,
that's
what do we
lawn
do?
bowls.
That's lawn bowls. Yeah.
And now we talk
All
about,
about shooting. Yeah.
shooting and
So,
match
are we going to
riding.
give stuff away first, or are we going to
Oh
talk
no,
about
no.
matches?
Let's leave that to a bit later.
You're going to tease that till later.
Yeah. So it's just
But
settle.
we need the screen in them. Anyway, all right, cool.
Let's settle.
I know we need the screen when we give away. You shot a match.
I shot a
you
match
shot a match
you
that
wrote.
I didn't write. I was meant to write a match. I was very graciously offered. That's the match. I was very graciously offered a match book that hadn't been run yet by Trent. I definitely jumped to that offer because my 2 weeks that I had to write the match did not. Yeah, I haven't even seen it yet. I didn't even. I struggled to put the match together. Trent had one that looked amazing, and
Yep.
I grabbed it and made a few tweaks for the range, up the round count because it was a finale for the club.
Yep.
And then you guys. Oh wow, that's disgusting! You guys ran it, and I wasn't even there
That's all
to
right.
run it. So
Do you feel important?
no,
Okay.
I feel kind of like I let you down.
No, it was a good match.
But not important. Yes, there you go. What we say? How was it? Like,
It was good.
Genuinely, how was it? Because if it was good, here I'm going to lay the ground rules. If it was good, it's all on Trent,
Oh.
right? Because he wrote
Yes.
the far majority of it.
Yep.
If it's bad, it's my fault for not putting the effort of writing my own damn match.
Yeah.
All right. So was it good and Trent's a hero, or was it terrible and I should have done more work?
Majority of it good.
So the bits that I tweaked probably ruined it. Let's find out. Let's find out
No.
together. There was
All right.
8 stages.
8 stages. Oh,
Yep. This was
Forgotten half of it now.
Yeah, that's all right. We're not going to run through all of it. But what was any standouts for you?
Any standouts? Well, I definitely know that I suck at a couple. It's really bad. Sucked.
Yep.
I always enjoy the troop line sort of one where you multiple targets. There might be, 5 or 6 targets going out to
Going out
500.
a distance. Yep. Is that on
And-
here somewhere? Yep.
Yeah,
Sure,
that's on there somewhere.
It's one of these. It's one of these. This one here. Yep.
Yep.
Okay. Cool.
And something that I definitely need to work on, I've taken away from that, is getting used to my reticle, because this was a no dialing
okay.
stage. No
Oh,
dialing.
that's right. Yeah, you couldn't dial.
It was all holdovers.
So you had 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 targets, 2 rounds on each, 90 seconds.
Yep.
You would then drop into prone and engage the targets near to far with 1 round, then retreat, grab a second magazine, perform a mag change, and re-engage the targets in the same order, near to far.
Yep.
There was no dialing. It was holdover only, so you did need to know your reticle.
Yes.
And how did you go and how did the general squad go? Was 90 seconds pushing it for time?
I think, what was that? Was that out of 12 or was that out of 10?
That was out of 10.
I think I got 8.
Okay.
So I did miss one, held the wrong,
I think you missed 2 if you got 8.
well, getting there.
Oh, sorry. Okay.
So
I jumped ahead.
timed out and missed one.
Oh, you timed out.
Yeah,
Okay,
the other one
interesting.
that I missed,
You timed out for.
no, what?
You said you missed 2.
Yeah, one timed out,
Yeah.
and the one I held incorrect
Okay,
on
good.
my
Yeah.
reticle.
Right.
So,
I'm glad we got through that.
wow,
These stages are real confusing.
it really does me in.
I should have written a better match. Okay.
No, so yeah, one of the things I took away from that is
Do you
getting
know
used
which
to
one?
my.
Do you know which one you missed? Do you know which one?
I feel like it was either holding 1.2 or 1.8, something like that.
Okay.
And instead of I think it was meant to be 1.2 and I held 1.8, or it was meant to be 1.8. Yeah.
I'm totally confused. All
Anyway.
right, great. So you held the wrong thing.
Just misread the
If you told me
subtensions.
what to hold, I think I would have held the wrong thing as well at the moment. Okay, good.
So there's
okay.
that.
So you held incorrectly, thinking you were holding 1.2, but that was actually the 1.8 line.
That's right. Yeah. So
Right.
I misread my subtensions in my reticle.
Got it.
Yep.
Got it. Okay. So you need to spend some more time with that.
That's
what
it.
What reticle are you running out of interest?
SKMR 4.
SKMR 4.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's other than that, it's great. Like I really like how
And your incompetence, it's fantastic.
That's it. Like I do really like how it's got 0.2 subtensions.
Yep.
And then it's got a bigger 0.5.
Yes. Okay.
So and it sort of breaks it up well like that. So no, it does have some really good things. I just need to spend more time dry firing at home with it and using the what is it? That's optical DFAT.
The trainer. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Good.
Spend more time with that.
More on their way. More on their way.
Well, and the other thing I took away from that is like I just need to get more familiar with my data.
Mm-hmm.
So I had all my data written out on the card, on the dope card.
Yes.
And I was glancing at it, looking at it, too much, I think.
Mm-hmm.
Where some of the other boys were doing really well at just remembering.
Oh, okay.
Like just being like, mentally good at remembering.
Having done it many times before without changing guns or data or chassis
Possibly,
or scopes or something, and just know
They
their,
just
know their gun.
their data.
Know their gun.
And so
Know their
they,
data.
like, I didn't see them look up from their reticle, and they were just like bang, bang, like they just knew what to hold straight away.
Gotcha.
So I think that's where I lost a lot of time.
Yeah.
Like just looking back.
Okay. All right. Interesting. Interesting. Any other stages stand out?
Another one I did really bad on was the slope. Where was that one?
Oh, I've got this one here. Climb the slope. Shooter start put arms. On the signal, shooter will drop in the prone position, engage the far target, which was at 500 metres with 2 rounds, a 300 mil target, so a reasonable size target.
Yep.
Shooters will then utilise any of the marked positions on the stairs. So this had a staircase type setup. And where were the positions? Were they just on each?
It was one position off the stairs.
Okay.
Yep. So those first 4 rounds,
Yep.
so you're prone at 500,
Yep.
and then I think you're off one of the steps you could choose at 385,
Engage the near target with 2 rounds with 300 metres.
300 metres. Yep. They went fine. I was fine with them.
Cool. And then you move across to the slope.
And then I got
and
to the slope.
engage the near target with 3 rounds, perform mag change and engage the far target with 3 rounds. And this is a single position off the slope.
Yes.
So you could choose which step to go off, and then you could move to the slope. And how far up the slope was the position? Because
So-
these are the things that I left to the sort of the collective to decide
Yes.
on what was going to actually happen on the match day.
So the slope was your whole body and equipment needed to be on it.
On it.
Yeah.
Cool.
So we were sort of, and the slope was sideways. So you sort of crunched up
Yep.
on
and
it, onto the side.
Yeah, so it's not pointing down range, it's not pointing up range, it's pointing across range.
Yes, that's it.
Yeah.
So you sort of on the side, sort of curled up. And yeah, I think a lot of people just found it difficult to get into position. Some people did really well, and I didn't. But I just found that, and I think a lot of people can relate with the bipods. You either got
Yes.
the rubber feet or the spiked feet.
Yes.
The spiked feet on my Skypod didn't really dig in to
Yep.
the wood.
Yeah, they're not super sharp, are they?
No, so it was just sliding down.
Yeah,
and that
okay.
was really frustrating.
Yep.
And the people with the rubber feet, like on your Atlas and stuff, some of them would slide.
Yep.
Most of the guys it gripped in, but then whenever they took a shot, the rifle jumped
It
and
would-
then
and then dip away.
and then dipped
Yeah,
away. So it was just a tricky spot to be in.
It is. Yeah.
But
Do you, when you go shoot on a slope with your tribe or with your bipod, do you have one leg longer than the other,
Yes.
or do you use the cant?
well, it'd be both.
Bit of both.
So
Okay.
yeah,
So
one
you-
leg longer than the other. So the downhill leg would be as long as possible.
Yep.
And then cause it's on about a 40-degree angle. It's
Sure.
fair bit.
Yep.
And then pretty well you canted as far over as you can get. So yeah, bit of both. And if you didn't have cant, you'd be in a world of pain, I think. Yeah.
Okay.
So some of the Atlases that didn't have enough cant, the long leg going down the slope was fully extended.
Yep.
The one up the slope was actually kicked forwards on the 45
Oh, yeah,
to get
smart.
enough.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that'll work. Nice, mate. Nice. Any other stages stand out?
Ooh.
Spending hours on stages?
Levels, skill stage 3.
There was a tripod one. Did that?
Oh, yes.
Was
the
that good
tripod.
fun?
Yeah, I'd say that the tripod, this is where I was saying it was a really good match. The only bits that sort of needed working out was a little bit more clarification on some of the stages.
Yep.
So the tripod one, obviously in spirit of the match, was to set up the tripod and shoot from the tripod at the targets.
Yep.
It didn't really mention how the tripod was meant to be started.
Sure.
And in what position you were meant to use the tripod.
Yep.
So people naturally sort of worked out that you could just sit down. So, or you could even start with the tripod connected to your rifle, go and sit down, just put the legs out, and you're sorted. One of the newer guys who couldn't attach the tripod to his rifle, just put the tripod down on the ground, put a bag on top, and shot prone.
Shot over. That's not a deployed tripod though. That doesn't follow the rules because the rules say deploy a tripod.
Well, I think he opened some legs or something, but it was still on the ground. So
was that after hours or during the match?
Well, must be during the match.
Good. Yep. No worries.
There's just minor things, just a bit of clarification on some stuff.
And that's one of the things when you can be there and
that's it
and clarify. Yeah, and there was a couple of guys who said they would take on that and employ that on the range, but
some stuff gets a bit
absolutely
lost in translation, and that happens.
At least if people enjoy themselves. Did you apart from the other one? Did you time out on anything? I heard that this one here. No, it was There was the one bag one where you had 6 shooting positions, 2 rounds off each, and you had to move between each, and you did it in 90 seconds.
Yep.
Many people had to sort of choose which 10 we're going to get solid. They could get 12 off, but it was a bit iffy whether or not you'd have the time to comfortably do 12.
Yeah, definitely. I think there was only 1 or 2 who finished it. I missed the last 2 shots.
Yep.
So it was. You were pushing it. And I've actually got a video of myself on that one. And
there you go.
It all looks really good until you look at my follow through. Like I scored well on it. I think I maybe dropped 1.
Okay. Well, so one of the things that we want to talk a little bit about some of the plans and ideas next year. And one of the things that we have on the agenda, because we got some feedback when we did a little bit of a breakdown. We watched some videos of you shooting, people shooting, and we talked about it, and we had lots of feedback about that. So we're actually going to do that, not necessarily on the podcast because it's not everyone watches it in the video form. We actually do some videos on the channel, and we will look at ourselves shoot and maybe some other people, especially Josh, and rip apart how good or bad they shoot. But predominantly how bad we shoot and how good everyone else shoots.
That's it. We put out our failures to make everyone else better.
Well, it's good because we've got a lot of them. We're not short on content, which is beneficial. So we're gonna start doing that a little bit into the new year. So that's one thing to look forward to put up with.
Well, I do. I look forward to it because when I look back,
will get better.
Yeah, when I look back at my videos, I'm like, oh, what am I doing? And then the next match when that
not
comes
just
up,
your videos, no.
And at the next match when I'm at a similar scenario. I don't do it anyway, so I don't improve.
Don't learn from the lesson, but that's the goal.
And it took me that slope one to realise that because we had a similar stage. I can't remember if it was Buchan or wherever.
Yeah.
But the trick was with that slope, stop your gun sliding down, is to hook your bipod foot over the top edge.
Yep. Yeah, it didn't.
I remembered that afterwards.
Remember that afterwards. Oh, very good. Well,
anyway.
That's it's good. Well, that was on the Saturday. I was working, so I couldn't be there to run the match. But the Sunday, I got up to the range and I was RO, so I just RO'd the day.
Fantastic.
However, someone else shot the match that day.
Oh no, who shot the match?
I don't know, Josh.
I did.
Yeah,
I shot a match.
Well done.
No way.
So, Josh,
I don't believe it.
No, I didn't say do it well. Oh. He just shot the match. He's done that before. Josh, tell us about the match because while I was there, I was at the other end of the range and I don't recall a huge amount about it, but there was about 8 stages. It was the rimfire finale for the club.
Yep.
And you had a crack with my rifle.
I did.
And you were the first time that scope's been used, the 3.3 to 18. How was the day, a stage, the gun, everything?
It was pretty good. Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, I feel like I was rushed getting into the day between trying to get people to sight in that scope for me because I have zero clue on how to do that.
Yep.
And then getting all the data sorted and all the stuff that goes with it.
Yes.
So I felt very flustered to start with.
Okay.
And I think that showed in my first 4-stage results.
Okay.
With 1 point, and I don't even remember the rest.
Okay.
That's all
But
right.
my takeaway was the second half of the day.
So
I did quite
improved.
well.
Okay. Oh,
I-
confidence is
I-
coming on.
I was happy.
You did
I was
quite well.
quite happy.
Okay.
Nice.
Yes.
All right. So let's break us down with a couple of stages. In fact, you come and sit over here. I'm going to go sit over there and press all the buttons, and you
Okay.
you can
dear.
take over. And Andy,
oh, okay.
just Phil.
This is weird.
Oh, you know how to
Is-
run that thing?
I have. I'll do about as good as Josh shooting.
Or me pushing buttons. This feels very unnatural.
Yeah.
Yeah.
How you going?
Yeah.
Okay.
This is weird.
It's very
Josh,
weird.
You're in the.
What
main
is
chair.
happening?
You're in the hot seat now.
That's exactly right. So tell us.
What did
about
you do? Who was it?
I did not account for wind in the first half of the day.
Right.
I worked out that's a pretty crucial step
Yeah.
in shooting.
Who would have thought that a little piece of lead going downrange isn't a laser?
I know, right? And when it's windy, it moves.
Yeah. No, definitely.
Yeah, so that was my first stage. Is I got 1 out of, I think it was like 12
Yep.
or 14. It was
Yep.
pretty bad.
That's right.
And
Gotta
And then
start
I got
somewhere.
to the end of the stage and went, it was consistently off the right edge.
Mhm.
Why didn't I just go this way a bit more?
So you were able to spot your misses.
Was able to spot it
Yeah.
after the end of it and go, yeah, probably should have held for that a bit more.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
Very good.
So-
Any other major takeaways you took from that? Or like from the other stages?
When I actually pay attention, I can sit middle level of shooting.
Yeah, nice. Oh, that's good.
Yeah.
And how did
So, Josh, give us. Oh, hang on. Which one's me? That one's me. Give us give us a breakdown of a stage. You cleaned 2 stages from what you told me.
I did. I did clean 2
playing,
stages.
Playing
Come
that down a
on.
little bit. You cleaned 2
Jeez.
stages.
Who's this guy?
So
I did.
tell me, take me through those 2 stages because obviously they're pretty easy.
Well, yeah. So the first stage was shooting off of the ladder.
Yes.
So it was pointing downrange, and you had to shoot off of 2 shots off of each level at, I think it was 5 chickens at 100 meters.
Yep.
I think it was 100 meters.
One distance. Yep.
One distance. So pretty cruisy. So you had to start at the bottom step, 2 shots, and then move up a step.
Yep.
Shooting through it the whole way through.
Yep.
And just, I don't know if I got a sweet spot with the wind, but
Take it.
I managed to hit them all. So
Yeah,
that's
nice.
a win.
How did you find yourself in those positions? Because sometimes with ladders, you get in that real awkward position where it's not quite kneeling or not quite sitting or not.
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's.
Yeah.
Did you find
See,
yourself?
I found with that stage, I watched, because I was a bit later down the field,
Yep.
watched how people did it and went, all right, well, that won't work for me. I'm a little bit smaller or this, and sort of pre-picked my positions and then just got into it and went with what I already had in my head.
Yeah. Okay.
And
Oh,
went,
very good.
all right, and that seemed to work.
Yeah, nice. Because
Yeah.
I know a lot of new people starting out, and I was the same. Is when you get into a position, you think you know how to get into that position, and then you're trying to settle. You don't settle, and then you move around, and you just burn heaps of time.
Yeah.
So obviously you didn't.
I think
Waste of time and
I've
you
done
just-
that previously.
Yeah.
And so I kind of just went, just get into the position and just go with it rather than trying to get into this go, oh, it's not quite working, but like you're good enough to pull the shot.
Yep. Yep.
And then rather than going, oh, I'm going to change my whole position. And then it's like, oh, I just threw 10 seconds away.
Trying to get comfy. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice. And what was the other stage?
Skill stage 2.
Oh, nice.
Oh, wow.
That's-
Nicely
It
done.
was.
Nice.
Yeah,
I think
smashing
it was only me and Lockie actually cleaned that for the day.
Oh,
so I
wow.
took that as a bit of a win.
Wait, you completely cleaned it. Do you know what your time was?
Um,
You're not going to beat Lockie on time.
It was 80 seconds.
Yeah,
And that's accounting for a hang fire.
I saw
Oh,
that
what?
stage. I
Yes.
saw that. You were
So there goes
So
30 seconds.
30 seconds on waiting for a hang fire.
Yes, I think I was 80.7, I think.
This was your good deed. Well, this
Wow.
is my good deed that I forced upon you because someone was really unhappy with their gun. They
Yes.
were running a Savage, so fair enough. And they were like, "Man, I think I'm just going to give up rimfire. I'm just going to focus on centerfire." I'm like, "Dude, you have you tried a nice gun?" He's like, "Oh, I don't want to try a Voodoo. Like they're too expensive. I've got no chance with that."
Yeah.
I'm like, "Dude, run my gun. Yeah, have a crack with it." So he did.
Yes.
And he thoroughly enjoyed it, and he did pretty well from memory, 7 or whatever. But he thoroughly enjoyed his time with it.
Yeah.
And then he broke what is a bit of a golden rule when you're sharing guns is you shoot and then you fill the magazine back up for whoever's on there. Now, if it's your own gun, doesn't matter because it's your own fault and you're topping magazines up. But generally, if you're, and we often have my guns used by 2 or 3 people, and so we always will fill the magazine back up, and then put the magazines there for whoever's up next.
Yep.
Now we didn't tell him that, but he also didn't know that. So he didn't fill the magazine.
Oh, no.
The other thing was there was another full magazine there. I just didn't pick that one up. I picked the other magazine up.
Yeah, but you can't tell when they're when they're like, you've got one fully loaded and the other one. You can't tell. There's no windows on them or anything like that. So Josh goes up to shoot and shoots 6 rounds, 5 rounds,
8.
whatever. No, but like 5
yes.
rounds or something of 6 rounds, and then click. Yeah.
To which I was actually thinking it was a proper, like, hadn't gone boom. So I was like,
you wouldn't
full
have
magazine.
Yeah, you wouldn't know, would you?
Yeah. Until, because, obviously with the hang fire, you have 30 seconds. So I was like, cool, change it out. And was just like, oh, this is empty.
So you used your time wisely. You didn't hang your head in shame.
It's like I've learned something from the podcast.
He was so focused that he was like ready, like he was sitting there waiting. He cycled through, got ready, and then he's just sitting there waiting, ready to go.
Was on the bolt, ready to go.
Was it Sean running that one? Whoever it was.
I thought it was Ben.
Ben was running it. It was like, counting him down and then bang, straight through.
Oh, nice.
And so he could have done that in 50 seconds.
That's quick.
Josh.
That is quick.
Yeah. But you didn't. So
I didn't. So what can you do?
What can you do? Well, well done, man. Well done.
That's great.
Thanks.
All right. I'm getting nervous over here.
Yeah, same. This is just unnatural.
I'm going to bump something that I shouldn't. So let's, I really hope I didn't ruin that completely.
Entertain people.
Da-na-na-na-na-na. Hey. And he's back, and we're back.
Andy, you struggle on your own, don't you?
So, you like stuff?
How are you with lawn bowls?
Fiddle with them.
Good. I'm glad. Well, speaking of fiddling, I was trying to segue through. The Golden Yeats are coming up.
Yeats.
The Golden Yeats are actually in a week. It's a week till the Yeats.
Wow.
And
I should plan something.
I think we have planned something. And so we'll be here in a week. So we record this on Thursday. I don't even know what day it is. Thursday. It is the 9th today. They usually go out Sunday. So next Thursday night, the shop downstairs closes at 8. And if you want to come along and join us for the Golden Yeats, we can have about 3 people in this room.
I don't know.
If Josh tidies it up a little bit, we could probably have 6 people in this room. So that counts as an audience. So if you want to come down and heckle and join in with the Golden Yeats and maybe cast a boat or 2 here, 2 things. One, you can do that. If you can't make it, or even if you're watching now or whatever it is, if you're watching live, jump in the comments because Josh is well organised. He's about to throw up the link to go and vote for the Golden Yeats as he realises that I'm making a connection there. So in a moment or so, you guys will see the link there. So if you are watching right now, am I on that camera, Josh?
You are.
If you're watching now, jump on the link down in the comments and go and vote for the Golden Yeats. If you're watching on YouTube, down in the description, go and click the button and go and do that. And if you're listening, you'll find in the show notes, you can find out where the Golden Yeats is. The link there, Andy?
It is, and you were in that camera. So that's good.
Oh, that's worked well. He didn't lie about it. bonus. And so that is what's going on. We'd love to hear from you.
Yeah.
There's all sorts of categories. Do you remember any of them, Andy?
No.
Okay, good.
I remember the one where it's like there was a silver lining to COVID.
Yeah, okay.
There
Some
was
of the benefits.
The non-game changer.
The non-game changer award. Yep. That's because you've won that one. That's why
I've won that one. Yeah, highlight of the year.
Rifle of your life. Rifle innovation, the optics innovation, accessories. There is the memes. The channels.
Meme
ones, yeah. Cool. Channels or social media sort of things that you've enjoyed following in the last year that you'd recommend.
You should go click the link, Andy, and cast a vote.
Go press
I should do something.
Yeah, go press the link. And podcast title.
Podcast
as
title.
well, which Andy is always trying to win. So that's coming up next week. I believe we'll have a guest or two, and that should be good fun.
That'll be cool.
And we will, but if you are around, we're down in Tonsley in South Australia next Wednesday, the 16th. Find the details on Scoped Out Projectile Warehouse. Thursday night, not Wednesday. Good pickup, just making sure you're listening. And notice you corrected it, not Josh. So Thursday night, 8 o'clock.
Yep.
8 o'clock's when the shop closes. Come in by then, and then we'll
sort you out.
Yeah, we'll have a couple of drinks here and do some podcasting things. Right,
that's it.
That's the Golden Yeats underway. So if are we in that camera again?
I can put you in that camera again.
Chuck me in that camera, and I'll say go vote now while you're watching, listening, doing these things. And Andy's going to do the same thing to that camera.
We need your vote.
I love it. Yeah, good. All right, excellent. Hey, should we give away some things? Are we at that time yet, or are we not yet at that time? We're at the time?
Oh,
let's give some stuff away.
We can be at that time.
Let's give some stuff away. All right, so
let's boost the vibe.
Last week and a bit ago, it was the Black Friday sales at Scoped Out and Projectile Warehouse.
Yes.
And as part of the promotions, we did some things to give some stuff away. So we're gonna go and do that now.
Let's do it.
Hopefully on the screen